Imagine a town where there are no small joints, just small stoners, where Kush is a girl's best friend, and law-breaking is the new liberty. It's the Hollywood Hemptress Hour, hosted by your honey blonde Hemptress, Tere Joyce. Yeah!
The newest government job is expert stoner. Right now, the state of Washington, not Washington, D.C., the state of Washington, the state that legalized marijuana, is now looking for marijuana experts. Wow. The only thing is that it is better if you've been doing something federally illegal for the past 5 years, and if you have a record, that's perfectly okay. So I was wondering, what does the interview process look like? Let's say you have a client, and they go, how many years have you ever been in federal prison? Oh, good. How many years? 12. Fantastic. And how much money did you smuggle off the United States? Oh, 200,000. Okay, that's really wonderful. Ever killed anyone? Oh, well, we can deal with that. No problem. I'm sure we'll be able to, that's not going to really affect your resume. It happens from time to time. Anybody else in your family have any illegal guns or anything like that? Oh, great. That's wonderful. And so did you ever make any hash, anything, that what might have been, or maybe even hash opium based? Oh, well, we don't want the opium part now anymore, but we want to know that you know advanced chemistry. Wonderful. Well, great. And do you smoke it yourself? Oh, you do, but you don't anymore. That's great. Okay. Well, you know what? Thank you very much. You're hired, Mr. Escobar. I don't know. I'm like, what? Oh, and by the way, 3 of our former presidents were huge stoner experts and our founding fathers. Stay tuned. We have a really great show ahead. We'll be right back.
With over 10 years of experience practicing in both state and federal court, Todd Harms is the highly experienced criminal defense attorney you need to protect your rights in Tri-Cities, Washington. The law office of Todd V. Harms handles the full spectrum of criminal cases. Whether it's a major federal drug conspiracy or DUI, he will bring all of his experience and skill in defending you. No case is too small or too complex. The law office of Todd V. Harms will help you defend against all criminal charges from DUIs to drug conspiracies. Restore your firearm rights. Vacate a conviction, expunge non-conviction data, and recover drug forfeiture property. With Todd Harms as your attorney, success means understanding your goals and bringing his extensive experience and expertise to gain the best possible outcome for you. His reputation depends on it. Contact the law office of Todd V. Harms today to schedule your initial consultation at 509-943-1800 or visit him online at www.toddharmslaw.com.
Hollywood Hemptress Hour. Right now we have Dege Coutee giving us the Compassion Flower Report down in Hollywood. So, hello Dege. Hello Dege.
Going.
It's going good. I've never messed your name up. I've never said your name backwards before.
It's okay.
Dege.
It's been a long day.
Dege. Hi. Yes, thank you so much for being here today. Now, there's a lot of activity happening in Los Angeles. What's the latest news?
Well, there's kind of been this silent takedown of the dispensaries in Metro LA.
I don't think it's so silent.
You know, it is. A lot of people are not talking about it. It's not being publicized. It's not been in the newspapers. The DEA didn't issue any press releases about it. But this is all taking place, Terry, in our favorite council district.
Oh no!
Favorite council member, Jose Sar's district. And what happened is the postmaster went around back in September and issued a hand-delivered letter to every dispensary operator in Council District 14. And for people who aren't familiar with Council District 14 in Los Angeles, that includes downtown, it includes Eagle Rock, Echo Park, and Highland Park.
Okay.
So a good swath of the downtown metro area up into the northeast area, every single one of those dispensaries got a letter. Every single one of those dispensaries got a follow-up visit, a door knock from DEA agent Patrick Kelly with a couple armed goons with him.
Oh, a door knock.
Yeah, told them shut
goons.
Up.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, armed goons.
Armed goons.
Being all macho, knocking on the door saying, hey, did you get that letter that was delivered? Of course, getting people to confess and state, yeah, they got the letter. And they're like, well, you better shut down or we're going to come bust your ass. And slowly, just a wave went through that district, and every dispensary in that part of the city has shut down. And that is I did some work for a collective who was trying to really grasp the gravity of the situation. And I made a list of 101 dispensaries that were shut down as a result of this action.
Wow. Well, I mean, the macho goons must have scared them.
Exactly. And you know, the odd thing
is that intimidation by my government?
You know, yeah.
Okay. All right, just asking.
From this motion that I finally found a copy of here in my office, where it's a motion that says instruct the LA Police Department to work with the federal government, the Drug Enforcement Agency, and District Attorney to create a citywide enforcement strategy.
Wow.
And the first one to jump on board with this, of course,
Jose Huizar.
And, you know, as a result of that, a lot of collectives downtown have just moved because now they're playing the chess game of where am I, send me another letter, that kind of thing. Or they've moved just outside of the district, or they're operating as a speakeasy.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Dege, for calling and updating us on what's going on in Los Angeles concerning the shutdown of the dispensaries spearheaded by Jose Huizar.
Where can people want to get involved? Tell them they can find me at cannabissaveslives.org, sign up for email updates, make a donation. We certainly need the help. And thank you so much, Terry. Good to be on your show again.
Thank you. That was Dege Coutee from the Patient Advocacy Network on the Compassion Flower Report. Stay tuned. We have more Hollywood Hemptress Hour.
Hollywood Hemptress Hour presents Ganjapalooza, the 420 stand-up comedy show, Saturday, April 20th at the M Hotel Tuscany Grill and Lounge in Richland, Washington. Come see the Hollywood Hemptress herself, Tere Joyce, as she celebrates the legalization of cannabis in Colorado and Washington states with an all-star stand-up comedy show and dance party. Joining Tere for this night of laughs is comedian Ngayo Bilam from MTV and Comedy Central, along with Jay London from Last Comic Standing and The Tonight Show, and a special appearance of the ever-vigilant Sergeant Detective Harry Palmer Jr. retired for two shows, 6:30 and 9 p.m. Then stay and party with two of LA's fastest rising reggae bands, White Glove and Amity Flow. Don't miss this landmark event, Washington State's legalized first 420 celebration. Tickets are on sale now at www.ganjapalooza.com. So tell your friends and come join the Palooza Saturday, April 20th at the M Hotel, Tuscany Grill and Lounge in Richland, Washington. You'll want to be there when we make 420 history.
You are listening to Hollywood Hemptress Hour. Today I have a guest that I'm very excited to bring out to the show. Actually, a lot of people are having questions about how Washington and Colorado are going to mandate their recreational marijuana use and how the state laws might change concerning a lot of different with law enforcement. And today we have an expert witness. He is Sergeant Detective Harry Palmer Jr. retired, and I want to invite him and welcome him to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Terry. It's my pleasure to be here today.
Well, we're so happy to have you here. One of the things that a lot of people are really concerned about the marijuana laws or have a question about is, what is the difference between a DUI and a DUII?
Well, actually, Terry, as an expert in this area, I will tell you that is not one of the questions that they are asking the most of. But I will answer your question, and that is the letter I is added to the second one above the first. Now, the main question that I receive is, why am I wearing an obvious fake mustache and sunglasses while I'm indoors during the day? And that's because I do a lot of undercover work with marijuana criminals and interrogations and this sort of thing. But go ahead with your question, and I'll see if I can answer it the best I can. But let me tell you, you need to state facts only with me, because I have a fact checker.
There is a legitimate question. This is a question that people have. They're confused. They're actually, I think that there's probably a little bit more than just DUII, like it's just an extra I.
I apologize for being flippant. I have a tendency to act out that way when I feel that I'm being attacked by a liberal left wing.
Can you stay on the focus of the question?
I'm trying to. If you would not attack me, let me answer the question.
Between a DUI and a DUII, can you let our listening audience in the Hollywood Hemptress Hour, or somebody from another country who might be listening to the show wants to know what? First of all,
I was not told this will be broadcast overseas. Is this
okay? Well, why don't we just move on to that's okay. We'll just move on to another question. I have plenty for you. One is and again, you are a detective, and you are
Sergeant Detective.
This is the Sergeant Detective.
It's a rank which I've earned through many years of service.
So, one thing that I would like to ask you is like, from your expert opinion, you must be familiar with the LAPD, correct? I'm not LAPD, but the law of enforcement. Let me start over. God, can we take that back?
I thought this show was live, actually. I didn't realize we were.
Okay.
There will be editing, because I do not agree to be edited, because then you can take my words and use them against me. If you'll notice, I will not use the letter that is after Y, because if you have that, you have every consonant, vowel, sound. You'll be able to formulate me saying anything that you wish to.
Okay, let me just get the question out to you, because you actually, I am the host, but you've actually got me kind of ruffled for some reason.
A lot of marijuana people are ruffled by me because of my appearance, and I apologize, but it is part of the interrogation.
Your appearance is just fine, Dr. Palmer.
Detective. Sergeant Detective.
Sergeant Detective Palmer.
Harry Palmer Jr. retired.
Harry Palmer. Your appearance.
Could someone write this down?
No, your appearance is just fine.
Thank you very much.
Your appearance is not the issue. What the issue is I'm wanting to ask, what, in your expert opinion, knowing, the police force, Washington and Colorado, what is the overall, are they relieved by the marijuana laws? I mean, is it just a pain in the ass to like pull people for marijuana or be concerned about it or raid dispensaries or whatever? Or are they like, are they going to like crack down and become harder on us because we passed marijuana? I mean, is it like, woohoo, legalize it? I mean, are you guys going to smoke it yourself too as well?
First
or
off,
I mean, what's what does that do to you?
If I could answer one of the 20 questions that you just posed, first off, the law enforcement agents do not go woohoo. Especially when it comes to taking laws off the books. Because you can imagine, may I please answer the question, Ms. Joyce?
That was a metaphor.
May I please? Now, if there were no laws, could you imagine what would happen to the police officers' pension fund and their families? There would be no police officers if there were no laws. So, of course, the police do not want these laws taken off the book. We want more laws put on the book because that puts food on our table to feed our children. And I have children in both the states of Washington and Colorado, and I can tell you this right now, I do not want either of those children in either of those states, who I do pay full child support to, so don't even bring that up again, because I've been badgered about that on other shows, and I was late just a couple times, and there was extenuating circumstances on a long-term interrogation, but I do not want my children, none of them, any of them exposed to marijuana, because I've seen what it does to people. It makes them go woo-woo on a television show that is meant to be more of a mature adult thing, which is what I was told was going to be happening here. And I apologize if I'm being flippant, but I just have to speak my honest truth in my disguise.
Okay, so that's not really like the issue, Detective Palmer, Jr.
Sergeant Detective.
Sergeant, retired.
Harry Palmer, Jr.
Yeah, okay.
Retired.
I'm really, that wasn't really a question, but the question was like, the opinion of your peers, not your personal opinion.
Okay, I'm
which,
sorry. I misunderstood.
I was looking for someone to actually give me an overall view.
Let me try again. I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought that you just wanted my opinion.
That's okay.
On this.
But we do appreciate the fact that you're so honest with how you really feel about marijuana, and where some of our police force is actually feeling about it, whether it be personal or not personal.
May I interject with something that may surprise you, Terry?
What is that?
I smoked marijuana before the show.
You did?
Yes, I did. I wanted to find out what the effects would be if I came onto a television show under the influence of the marijuana, and since we are filming here in the state of Washington, it is legal, and I have no problem with that. I had to find out what would happen. I
don't want to surprise you, but we're really not in the state of Washington.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, we're not in Washington.
Oh my God.
He's going to get busted. Isn't that classic?
No, I will not be busted because I will be turning myself in.
We're going to call I'm going to cut hey,
please.
Hoover Declo, let's call right now.
Please do. I should be punished because of what I've done. It's illegal,
and you should, and I'll spank you too.
I should pay the price.
I will spank you.
Well, now,
you should be punished.
I was told that you would be coming on to me sexually. They warned me ahead of time. They said something about you and men with mustaches. They said perhaps you'd like to remove your costume. I thought they were trying to trick me.
That's men with real mustaches, not fake ones.
I still have my lower mustache, if you know what I mean, Miss Joyce.
Doesn't have to disguise himself because he's embarrassed to be associated with marijuana at all.
You don't like role play then, I guess. Fine. You don't want any costumes? We'll do it.
You know what?
Bareback if you want to. I'll show you no costumes.
All right. Thank you for watching, listening to. I want to thank our guest, Dr. Detective, Sergeant Detective.
Does not sound sincere.
No,
you're not really thanking me.
I want to thank this man next to me.
You brought me here to make fun of me.
I am, and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I feel as though I've been flim-flam. Can we get a car down here? Hello, it's the Weather Channel. I don't know how to get a.
MedMan Passion is the mobile medical cannabis delivery service for Tri-Cities, Washington. MedMan Passion features over 25 strains of medical cannabis and mini edibles to choose from, like pineapple and raspberry suckers, chocolate brownies, along with chocolate, blueberry, and banana muffins, and lemon poppy, a patient favorite. MedMan Passion also carries lines of safe, potent hashes, keef, hash oil, vanilla drops, including their famous Dragon Drop tinctures. They also have cooking oils full of THC and CBDs for your cooking pleasure. All of their products are natural and butane-free. Check out MedMan Passion at www.medmanpassion.com or give us a call at 509-551-5105. MedMan Passion Legal Cannabis Delivery. Open 5 days a week from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday. Saturdays by appointment only.
Welcome back to the last comic standing wild card reveal special. We are pumped up in here. I love it. You are all about to find out, and people at home, who will join the 5 finalists next Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, 8 Central, as the wild card, performing for your votes and a spot in the final 3. But right now, let's keep the stand-up comedy rolling, baby. Please welcome the subject of both the funniest roast and the sexiest photo shoot in recent memory. From Los Angeles, California, please welcome Jay London, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you. Hi, I'm from the Hair Club of America. I'm not only the president, I'm also a client. 0 for 1. I'm an out-of-season chia pet. Don't clap, please. Thank you. I was very lonely driving here tonight, so I hugged the road. It's gonna get better, I swear to God. I took a crash course on defensive driving. I took a crash course. I feel like I'm bothering everybody. Let me move over here. I saw a sign on the highway. It said left lane closed, so I went somewhere else. You'll get this tomorrow, sir. I saw another sign. It said no outlet, so I started to scream. Does anybody know what I'm doing up here? Thank you over there. I'm trying to quit smoking. I got that cigarette patch. I don't do it, so I put it over my eye. Oh, that works. I work at a sleep disorder center. I count sheep. And they fired me because I pull the wool over their eyes. Now I work out in the field. I raise eyebrows. I raise eyebrows. You'll never see me again. I went out with a weather girl last night. We talked up a storm. I'm sorry that you have to witness this. So what do you think of sex in the 90s? It's too hot. Thank you very much, good night. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Thank you. Jay London, ladies and gentlemen. Jay London.
The Hollywood Hemptress Hour presents Ganjapalooza, the 420 stand-up comedy show, Saturday, April 20th at the M Hotel Tuscany Grill and Lounge in Richland, Washington. Come see the Hollywood Hemptress herself, Tere Joyce, as she celebrates the legalization of cannabis in Colorado and Washington states with an all-star stand-up comedy show and dance party. Joining Tere for this night of laughs is comedian Ngayo Bilam from MTV and Comedy Central, along with Jay London from Last Comic Standing and The Tonight Show, and a special appearance of the ever-vigilant Sergeant Detective Harry Palmer Jr. retired for 2 shows, 6:30 and 9 p.m. Then stay and party with 2 of LA's fastest rising reggae bands, White Glove and Amity Flow. Don't miss this landmark event, Washington State's legalized first 420 celebration. Tickets are on sale now at www.ganjapalooza.com. So tell your friends and come join the Palooza Saturday, April 20th at the M Hotel, Tuscany Grill and Lounge in Richland, Washington. You'll want to be there when we make 420 history.
Anybody falling? Anybody feel they're falling?
And we're back. Thank you for staying tuned in to Hollywood Hemptress Hour. Right now we have Shiloh Jinglefoot, the author of G-licious, A Higher Level of Food. She's here with us today to give us another recipe. Hello, Shiloh.
Hi, how are you, Terry?
I am doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty fantastic, thanks.
That's great. So what do we have today? What's your special recipe today?
Today is an incredibly healthy salad that I like to call Bogart's Broccoli Slaw. And it's a combination of flavors that you wouldn't really think that would be good until you taste it, and then it's truly heightening. And so essentially it is 2 cups of broccoli florets. So essentially just the flowers of the broccoli. So you cut off most of the stem and just cut off the little, teeny tiny bouquets of flower. 2 cups of cabbage that's shredded. Super finely sliced is okay too. 1 cup of carrots that are grated. 1.5 cups of cilantro, roughly chopped. 1 cup of peanuts, roughly chopped. 1/2 cup of green onions, kind of sliced on a bias is what I like. It looks really pretty that way. 1/2 cup of midnight oil. 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. 1 jalapeno pepper, de-seeded and minced. 1 teaspoon of thyme. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1/2 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of lime juice. And so you cut the broccoli into the bite-sized florets, and you put this into boiling water for about a minute, minute and a half, until they're kind of soft but still kind of crunchy on the inside. And you pull it out, and then you run it under cold water so it stops the cooking, because if you don't, and you just let it hang out, it'll overcook. And nobody likes mushy broccoli, or I don't.
Yeah. I don't like mushy broccoli either.
Yeah. So you remove from the hot water, you run under cold water. Then you thinly slice your cabbage. You grate your carrots. You chop up your cilantro and your green onions. You combine all the ingredients into a large bowl, and you mix them up till everything looks really, really pretty. All the colors are really pretty together, and all the the pieces are nicely in bite-sized pieces. And then you combine all the ingredients. You add the oil and the ganja goodness, all the spices and all of that jazz, and you flip it around and you twist up a big old doobie at the end of dinner, and you Bogart until your lungs are content. And wait about 30-40 minutes, and you'll be as high as you'll ever want to be.
You Bogart, your heart is content. Oh, that sounds really nice, and it sounds really super healthy too. And there's no meat in it, right? So it's mainly like a
meat.
It's a vegetarian.
Nice. And vegan at that.
And vegan.
And vegan at that.
No dairy in it, which is
none.
Yeah.
And it's so good. And if you wanted to, if you're like you do like meat, I like to add bacon to this. So I would take bacon and put it up in little pieces, bacon bits even, if you just have bacon. Bacon is really good with that salad. So,
wow.
But it doesn't have to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to put some bacon in it, that sounds good
Gotta
too.
put some bacon in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling in, and we will catch you next time. And you have a new mobile app coming out right now, right?
Hopefully. It's in the works, and hopefully by March it will be in purchasable form. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. G-licious goes mobile.
That's
like
great.
Everything else. And
make sure that you check it out at gonjalicious.com. You can get the book there. You can download it, and you can find out. You can also read and participate in her blog. So thank you so much, Shiloh.
Thank you, Sarah.
That was Shiloh Jinglefoot from G-licious Dishes, her segment here on Hollywood Hemptress Hour. I'd like to thank Detective Harry Palmer Jr., retired, for coming onto the show and giving us an update on the Washington new laws. As Washington's legalized it for recreational use. We want to thank him. He'll be back on the show some other time, and we hope that he keeps his keeps doing what he's doing. Also, a shout out to Dege Coutee from the Patient Advocacy Network. We'll see you next time.